Hey, this is Web Junior 1977 here, back in the Oasis once again, of course, and bit of a pickups video here slash probably gonna call this the Ghostbusters prop part two, just because it's today's the arrival of part of the at least pretty much most of the rest of the stuff I need for my prop. So without further ado, let's check it out. All right, so what we got here is we got the basically got a solderless breadboard kit. Basically, is what we got. So I'm probably gonna go for an actual circuit, I'm gonna make this circuit work. If that makes sense. Possibly. I'm not sure. It's got a 9-volt battery adapter. You'll see here in a second. I should just go ahead and open it. But you got a bunch of these stray wires. Most of which are going to be for looks. But if I actually do a circuit, I'm going to have some of them functional as well. Here is the... not exactly sure what the USB port is for. Since it has this, I'm assuming possibly instead of 9-volt, I could use 5 volts for this, and I actually have a perfect thing to try out with that. So yeah, but this is basically a solderless. If anybody doesn't know what breadboard is. This is basically a solderless circuit board. Like, you could put chips on here. You could make a circuit board out of this essentially, without having to worry about soldering. It's just plug and play, which is pretty awesome. Literally, you just plug it in, and there's metal under the board. I don't know if you can see it right there. You can kind of see it. You can see the shyness under the board. That's metal. So there's literally a board under there. That you can, and this is the big board right here. But yeah, it's basically a circuit board that you don't have to solder. Solderless circuit board, basically. And I'm going to try to make this functional. Like I said, we'll see how that works out. But yeah, because if I remember correctly, the prop that I'm doing with, this NES Advantage controller, if I remember properly, right about in here somewhere, there's actually a light on it. So I'm going to try. I'm not going to try. I'm going to eventually, if not with this, I'm going to eventually make some sort of light for it. So we'll see how that goes. I may just go with batteries. I might this here just may be for looks, but we'll see how it goes. I'll see how it shouldn't be too difficult to do. There's actually a light on here. Now that I'm looking at it, there's actually a light on here, which is pretty handy because therefore I can just put this on there and I can make this the light, but I want to put one kind of where it's supposed to be. But, yeah. I'm going to try. I'm not going to try. Like I said, I'm going to, in one way, shape, or form, I'm going to make some power through the circuit and have at least a light. At least the one light. I'm going to look at the specs again. I got to look at the different, look at several pictures of it to see if there's any consistency. I know that there's several different ways to do it. There's several different models that I've seen so far as to how to do the I don't even know what you would call it. If anybody knows, please leave a comment in the comment section below. If they actually, I don't think they actually had a name for the NES Advantage controller. The NES Advantage controller, I can't say prop because then it would be, something that's not in the movie, you know, something that's like in the movie. But if they actually had a name for it in the movie, I don't think they did. But then again, the ghost sniffer or whatever the heck they called it, I can't remember what the heck they called that thing in the first movie. But they didn't say any. They just said it was one of our little toys, and then later on there's a name for it. So I don't know whether there's a name for the actual controller that controlled the, you know, Statue of Liberty. But yeah, if anybody knows, I'd appreciate a comment in the comment section. But I'll have to look at. There's several. What I'm trying to say is there's several designs that I've seen. So I'm gonna try. What I'm gonna try to do is I'm gonna get some screenshots from the actual movie, because that's gonna be most accurate. Am I gonna be able to make it 100% accurate? No, not even close. But I'm gonna build off of that. I'm gonna have some ideas of that. You know, like where a light is and such stuff like that. So yeah, if anybody has any information, I don't sure if you can send pictures through the description. But if you know me, you can send me pictures directly. You can just message me, or, you know, through Facebook Messenger or whatever. Some pictures. I have seen some movie pictures, like still shots and stuff, but there's not very many because it doesn't really show it very long in the movie. If I remember correctly, it doesn't really show it very long. But yeah. But if anybody has any kind of information or can send me pictures of any kind, that'd be much appreciated. So yeah, let me know what you think, how it's coming along so far, the parts that I've got. I'm not going to probably use all of these or whatever, but I'm going to use, you know, a good many of them. I was going to get a rainbow ribbon cable, but I might just put a bunch of these together. We'll see how it goes. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. And until next time, thanks for watching. And I'll meet you right back here in the Oasis.